All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get game 2 underway. Both gentlemen with an interesting opening draft here. Mr. Kim going to elect getting rid of a couple of his Frenchie, getting rid of all of them forever, and getting back another warlord because that's what Hearthstone likes to do. It likes to look at you and say, "Fuck you." That's why. I've had games where I've drawn a Stormwind champion or whatever, that 7-cost card, and it's the only one in my deck, and I clicked it away, and I have totally gotten back after I got my new draft the same damn card. Because fuck you, dude. That's why. So we've got my favorite value card in the game. Here we go, Lefty on the field, and look at this. Mr. Kamer has to respond to reduce the damage that he can take. Now, I would have played the Raptor first, because, you know, he's hoping that Frenchie's going to go over top of him right now.
That sucks.
But he's not going to. He's not going to let him have the card draw.
Yeah.
So the Raptor might have been a better choice to get the removal and then worry about maybe trying to get some beasts later, but that's okay. He's going to get the Raptor out. Great value card, by the way. One of my favorite value cards in the game.
Raptor is great. You can never go wrong with it, even though I don't have one in my deck.
What? Well, because you're running...
Yeah, well, I run a heavy beast deck, but I do things a little bit differently. Like, he played his Buzzard pretty much at the start. See, I roll some snakes in my deck.
Oh, you
so
wait for the ultimate combo of...
I like to combo all my beast
Buzzard,
cards.
Taunt, Snake Trap?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I pick up 3 cards, so on and so forth.
Unleash the Hounds.
And unleash the Hounds and
then
call
do
it
the
a day.
cheese crap. Yeah.
Alright,
Okay.
Yeah,
I know how you play.
I'm that guy.
You're that guy.
I'm that guy.
You're that guy.
Alright, so we got 3 totems out. We got like 1 of each. We got the spell, the healer, and the taunt. So things are looking pretty damn good here. He's going to play a multi-shot. Going to deal 3 damage to 2 of them at
Those were
random.
the ones you wanted to hit.
Those most certainly were the right ones. The spell power's gone, the healing is gone, and the taunt remains, and there is the Yeti.
See, you know, even if this was another deck, I know, because I've played against Zeepak numerous times, is that he loves that Chill One Yeti, and you know why? Because that is ridiculous. I'm going to talk, this is what I like to call, in the world of Hearthstone, I have different levels of value. At the very top of the chain, it's Walmart greeter value. That's the value of this, because there's Walmart value, and then there's the value of having an old-ass person for next to no money standing and greeting people at the door.
That's value.
That's the value.
That's the value.
So the Chill One Yeti, 4 cost for a 4/5.
Wow.
Value. You know why? Also, for a couple reasons. One, and there's that beautiful combo to have both of those cards, and there it is.
And the Yeti still stays alive, and there's still the taunt out.
But he just pulled an arcane shot, so that is a removal for him if he wants, and technically, if he had a beast out, he's got to contemplate now, because he can play a beast and get rid of the elemental right now. And that's what he's going to do, and he can use arcane shot next turn. He's going to lose his Leok, unfortunately. Win some, you lose some, but overall, it was a tough choice. That's probably not a bad call at all. He's going to get the trade for it anyway and keep his arcane shot. What was I going to say? Something.
You're talking about Walmart value.
Profound, yes, Walmart value. Yeah. The beauty of it is that going up against a priest, 4 is this is another thing. 4 is the magic number because priest cannot use word of pain or word of death.
That's right. You can't just kill it if you have 5 or more attack or 3 or less attack.
4 is the magic number. Yep. So if you have any cards with 4 attack, you are golden unless he pulls something like the 4-cost card that gives +2 attack, and you just give +2 attack to an enemy and then kill him with a word of death. I've done that numerous times. But super ridiculous value. He's going to get rid of it here with an arcane shot, and that's a good call. But now he's got to put up with another Walmart value card. The Frost Wolves, the 2... what is it?
It's the taunt cards, right?
Taunt cards, 2 taunt cards for
like the feral or whatever.
Feral wolves or whatever thing.
Yeah, it pops out 2/3 taunts, which is huge value, and I love
3 overload.
I absolutely love this card because as a Murloc shaman deck, these really protect your Murlocs.
You better believe it.
For days.
Yep, they give you a lot of protection. The 3 health is the real kicker there. It's just outside of a lot of board clear. He's got nothing right now to deal with this, and he's got an 8/8 warlord that he has to deal with now. He has nothing to silence him, nothing to do anything, and he's got to get rid of some of these taunts.
Oh, dude, he's so screwed right now.
He's going to use charged, but he has no beasts, unfortunately.
Nope.
And so he's just going to have to do some
He'll have a charge on the
trading
Rhino, but he's going to have to trade here. He has to attack these taunts. And still, the beginning taunt, the 0-2, is still on the field.
Yep.
That's a value in itself.
You better believe it's value. It's getting all of its money's worth, and that he paid next to nothing for it.
No, it was actually free.
It was actually free. There's something else you're going to notice here is that the card draw here for Zeepak is doing much better in terms of how many cards he's actually got right now. He's running a lot more higher health cards. This is a terrifying board right now.
Yeah, this is game
If he were to pull if he were to pull a Bloodlust right now, bad things would happen to children all over the world.
Sourdough just get Hex there. The 6-1 just went down. Luckily, he pulled another one, but I mean, it's just too late. He has to attack this taunt here, so he's probably going to take the Rhino and attack the taunt. He's going to have a 6-5 taunt himself, which is, you know, good, but the 8-8 is going to be able to cancel that out immediately.
Yep. He's got to trade. I would be trading for getting rid of that. Yeah, and then I'd be getting rid of the Dust Devil essentially, which is a ridiculously good card, by the way.
What does that have?
3/1 Wind Fury, 1 cost, 2 Overload.
Yeah,
so you can play that. You can play that turn 1, and if you don't get rid of it, you have 6 damage turn 2 on the board.
Yeah, it's really a shame because this Hunter Beast deck isn't really the synergy in it. It's not very good. There's not a whole lot of Beast in here.
He might not just be pulling his beasts, which
that's
happens
true.
sometimes.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, the RNGesus is just
RNGesus is just not with him that day.
It's just not with him right now. It's not working out.
It's just not saving him this day. And he's actually Frenchie's got right now. If we take a look.
Oh my God, he's even got a Flame Tongue Totem that he's gonna play. He's gonna buff a 2/2 on each side on the adjacent of the Flame Tongue, and that is also a very scary card.
He didn't even put it in a place where it actually does anything.
No, he didn't.
He just put it out for the sake of putting it out there.
Well, you know, he gave his totem a 2 that's normally at 0-2, but you know he could have gave his 8-3 an even bigger dick.
I would have put it in between the Elemental and the Adventure Co. personally, but because then at that point, if he gets rid of either one of them, I guess what he's hoping for, if he gets rid of either one of those, then it will still power the one next to it. So it's not the worst.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I wouldn't think about it.
But he's gonna just go right over top.
Oh God!
Oh, he's got another
Flame Tongue.
Oh, he's got another one.
Oh, that's just 10 damage, and that's game.
No, that's it.
No, that's game.
That's it. Not even close. The last game was a close one. Mr. Kim, unfortunately, just not pulling any beasts in that, unfortunately. And he has a decent beast deck. We took a look at it real quick. He has a decent beast deck. He just sometimes you just don't get the card draw that you need. It happens. It's one of those things. It's the RNGesus, my friend.
RNGesus. All right, let's take a look at game number 3.
Game number 3. Guess what Frenchie's using?
Shaman?
Shaman would be the right deck, sir.
And it looks like Mr. Kim is going to try his luck with the Warrior deck.
That's right. The Warrior deck for him is a mixed charge deck. It is certainly a Warrior charge deck can be powerful, but it is a cheese in that you're relying on a lot of low-cost cards to get the job done. If you don't maintain board control... you're going to lose. More so than, obviously, I mean, that's like a John Madden thing. If you don't maintain board control, you lose. The team with the most touchdowns at the end of the game are going to win. Yeah, but in a charge deck, you really need it to happen because anything
not necessarily.
Unless you wait until the very end to play them all at once.
No. I'm not talking about what you just said about the game, but the John Madden thing. The team with the most touchdowns will win the game. Now, what happens if the team only got 1 touchdown, all right, with no extra point?
We're not talking about kicks and shit too, are we?
And then they got a bunch of field goals, motherfucker.
Or like a safety or something.
Eat that, John Madden! Look at it! Alright, but anyway, back to Hearthstone.
Back to Hearthstone now. Yeah, no, it is definitely a powerful deck if RNGesus is on your side.
Yes.
It can be a very powerful deck indeed. I've come across many of them before. They can really get dangerous when you start adding in weapons and stuff because a weapon in a warrior deck that's for charge is for board clear, for removal, so that you're not using your low-cost cards. You're using your weapon and using your health as your hero's health as your method of keeping your board open and healthy.
Oh my god, just the way you're talking right now is getting me horny for game number 3. Let's just jump right into it. Let's just jump right into game number 3.
Mr. Black is on his video syncing game right now. Making it happen. Mr. Kim already sour with this opening draw.
Yeah.
No, not really. That's actually not bad.
Yeah,
that's not terrible.
Just the one card they need to get rid of. And actually, this is a pretty solid opening for Mr. Kim.
Unfortunately for him, Frenchie has an equally, if not more impressive opening plus coin.
Yeah, that bloodlust he's going to be able to sit on. And if he doesn't need to use the coin early on, this could be a short game.
Yeah, well, you're likely to use some coin into his weapon for a board clear here, which is a nice move because he's going to save that Leppy to get him out and try and get as much damage at a Leppy as possible. He does not know that he's up against a Frostwolf Grunt, unfortunately, that will cock block that. But, again, he will do 2 damage, plus get rid of a taunt. Again, I'm telling you, Leppy
nice.
Hype.
Leppy hype.
In fact,
all
Artosis, I believe, won the Hearthstone tournament using Leppy's passive.
Wow.
He won with that 2 damage to hero at the end of the game. Leppy value. Get on my level.
Oh, look at that. Actually, Leppy's still going to stay on the field here.
I didn't know if Frenchie was going to take more damage to the face, apparently.
He took more damage to the face to keep Leppy alive. And just like that, he's going to buff up that hero. And this has got a huge dick right now. Look at that. It's a monster dick on this
hero. It's got
hero.
a monster dick. Frenchie is likely to play either a Flame Tongue or his Fairy Dragon right now. Flame Tongue would be nice because he's going to get an extra couple of damage out for his boy Leppy.
He's obviously not. He's not going to play the Flame Tongue yet. And you know what? I kind of like that because if he played the Flame Tongue at him, his opponent is going to be able to kill that Flame Tongue right away. We got to remember that the hero's got 4 attack. So, you know, Flame Tongue is definitely a card that you want to play when it's protected, and or if you have a couple of other cards out on the play that you want to keep alive, but you're forcing him to go after the Flame Tongue because it does so much damage.
So let me explain why I would do it. Okay. He's got 2 in his deck. In fact, he just drew his second one.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't rely on
I know.
Jesus.
I know. But here we are now. We're in this spot where if he had played them before, see, he's going to use both at the same time here now, which again, he's going to lose one anyway. He's going to do 2 damage to Kim when he does this. If he had played the first one, he didn't really need the Flame Tongue Totem outright because he had board control and everything. He's looking down the throat of a champion with a 4 damage weapon, right? Yep. He is going to likely go after that Flame Tongue Totem, and he's going to absorb that 4 damage. Because look at Frenchie's health right now. He is hurting.
Yep.
And he would have done 6 damage or 4 damage with Leppy, and still been able to use Leppy again as that thing as he drew, again, not relying on RNGesus, but it happened anyway. To get rid of that that taunt as well. So that's when I see a big weapon on the field, sometimes I will sacrifice some of those cards
to make him
use up his weapon. It's like a soft taunt. It's not an actual taunt, but it's a soft taunt. Because see, he's going to go after it anyway, and now he is remaining with only 1 more on that weapon.
Well, both plays can work. Some is banking on a little bit more of luck. Some players like to live on the edge a little bit, kind of like myself. I like to take a lot of risks.
I too like to live dangerously.
Oh, do you now?
I too like to live dangerously.
Great. But he played it smart. I mean, he didn't take any major chances. And he also had another Flame Tongue. Now, like, you know, if he knew he was going to get that, he probably would have played it your way for sure. That most certainly would have been the correct way to play it.
I would imagine.
But the board, once again, is starting to look very, very dangerous. Once again, he's got the 3 on the hero.
He's going to Heroic Strike to get rid of that Elemental, is what he can do. He could have also used Reckless Rocketeer to get rid of it as a removal card. That's probably would have been the better way to go because he's not going to take as much damage. He's going to take 4 damage to the face now and remove himself down to 12 with the 3/2 on the field. So it's going to be a bit discouraging.
Whoa! He's going to go over the top. He is not going to trade at all, and that was a bad life choice because there is a Bloodlust in the hand, and this is going to be GG. And you never, ever, ever be greedy like that when you have an opportunity to take out a big weapon on the field. Then you got to take it.
Oh, Mr. Kim, that was a quick 3rd game.
Wow.
That was in and out. And I'm not talking about the burger chain.
It's a good place. In-N-Out Burger. Delicious.
5 guys.
It's no 5 guys, but In-N-Out Burger's bounce.
Yeah, it's a good time.
It's
So that was, there you go. It's a 3-0 victory for our man Frenchie. So I'm going to give a light French clap.
Oh.
Oui, oui. Oh. For our boy Frenchie. That's not unexpected. Again, this was more or less just as a trial run for us to do this, so it's not a big deal that is how it went down. Still, it was a good thing to do because it gives you an idea of two different styles of play, two different levels of play. For those of you who are watching Hearthstone for the first time through us, we might even have to do like a little tutorial thingy at some point where we can both sit down and just talk about some stuff for people to learn how to play the game. Because some people are probably going to ask, that's probably one question that's already come up is, guys, I love you. What the fuck are you talking about right now? It's probably the first thing that's going to be one of the comments right now.
You know what? Honestly, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about right now.
I mean, I can talk about it. I don't remember all the names of all the cards.
No, neither do I.
But I know what every one of the cards do.
It's actually been about a week since I've really played the game.
Yeah, even then, I don't remember. I'm not a names person. I'm visual, so I look at the card and I know that way. I don't think of the names for most of them, except unless it's like Leppy hype, because you know.
Leppy hype.
Freaking Leppy hype.
Hype that up.
Get on my level. It's even an icon on my Twitch chat, for God's sake. That's how good that is. Yeah, so that was a solid 3 games. We didn't get to see Frenchie's other 2 decks, unfortunately, because he just owned it up all 3 games. But honestly, you wouldn't have seen that much difference. Pretty much all of Frenchie's decks are the same base cards plus the magic / choice cards from each hero that he uses. Excuse me. So it wouldn't be that much different. Like I keep saying before, you're going to see the Warlord, you're going to see the Chillwind Yeti, you're going to see Leppy, you're going to see the Fairy Dragon and the Ooze, you know, all these cards that are like super high value.
I hate the Ooze so much.
Well, you obviously use weapons a lot then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then that's your problem, is you're using weapons a lot.
And I rely on them a lot too.
Yeah. So that's you know, Ooze is a great one. I've actually, not to derail this entire thing, I've actually taken to, instead of using a Fairy Dragon, running 2 Oozes instead, because so many people are using weapons now, and it's the same damage. The only difference being it can be physically attacked by a spell where a Fairy Dragon can't be singularly targeted. But I like to play the risk because 2 weapon removal against some of these decks now is insane. Anyway,
it's huge. It's huge.
That's an entirely different conversation.
We kind of sound like nerds right now.
No. Quick, you want to make up for it? Pussy.
Penis!
I'm not sure how the penis thing...
Titties!
There you go.
Ass and titties!
That's better.
Yeah.
Let's get in there.
Look at that. That's my name.
That is your name right there.
Woo. We're fancy.
It's
Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I mean, this is our very first run.
This is complete madness. We're just flying by the seat of our pants.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Hey, I thought it was going to be way worse. And I don't mean in terms of quality. I mean just in
great.
terms of us talking about it.
It wasn't great.
No.
But it was a good start.
Hey.
Once we get this ball rolling...
As soon as we get this ball rolling, we'll just be talking about tits the whole time.
That's it. It'll be another podcast.
Right? Exactly. You just got to wait for that ball to get moving, and then it's just going to be Hearthstone plus tits.
Equals ass.
It's a great combination of things.
So, let us know what you guys think about this.
Yeah.
And please keep in mind that this is our first time running this shit.
There is no replay system in Hearthstone.
Well,
this is completely
This guy right here
made up.
Is editing, like... You don't even want to know. I don't even know what this is going to look like.
Neither do I. So we're in the same boat.
So
we're going to see how it turns out.
Just know that this process is going to take a while. If this is the case, we're going to do StarCraft and Hearthstone a week. So we'll still do our regular StarCraft amount of content. And then we're going to sit afterwards.
We're going to try and do Hearthstone once a week as well. Because getting games is going to be quite a process.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
Right, which we will talk about
in another video.
In a total different video that announces it. So if you were already sitting there going, "Oh my God, I want LAGTV to cast me playing some Hearthstone," wait.
Yeah.
Because
and the game is going into full beta, free open beta next month.
Yes.
So
December.
Yeah. So for those that actually haven't
because if this doesn't randomly get up on the channel until December 1st, we're actually talking about December 1st, and what we just said is completely irrelevant.
November 27th. 26 today.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking I don't have the fucking game, well, don't worry, because it is going to go into open beta in the next couple weeks.
Yes.
So we're told.
Yes.
And so everybody will be able to play, and there'll be a whole process in which you guys will have to send in.
Yep.
But
I'll be doing.
I did the survey.
Yes.
And in the survey, it talks about a replay system.
Thank God.
So we're hoping that Blizzard is going to implement an actual replay system so that you guys will be able to send in replays, kind of like what you do with the StarCraft. But right now, we're gonna have to. It's a whole other ballgame.
It'll likely be a few months.
Will be able to do it.
It'll be a few months of very difficult kind of doing it. It won't be like the LAGTV system for StarCraft, that's for sure.
No.
It'll be a much more complicated system. But I will be doing tutorial videos for all of it to make it as simple as possible. Again, we'll get that video up when necessary. We're not giving any hard times because we're just doing this as we get the opportunity to do it.
And we're also going to start doing some arena play.
Yeah.
Where we just sit together and say Adam plays an arena and then I play an arena.
Yep.
Kind of talk about the game.
We just kind of sit here and
hang
talk
out,
about tits.
Fucking have whatever, right?
We
kind of
talk-
like Novawar says, kind of vibe.
Yes.
That's pretty
Except
much.
nobody's actually telling anybody to do anything. We're just sitting here playing Hearthstone.
That's pretty much going to be it. So
And then
that content's going to start coming up on the channel. And then once again, please let us know what you think about this. Like I said, keep an open mind. It's the first time.
Yep.
We'll get better. We'll understand the game more. And I'm sure we said some shit that was totally wrong, but I don't fucking care.
Absolutely. Guess what? It's LAGTV.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff, what map is this?
I have no idea.
I don't care.
Yeah.
It's LAGTV.
Straight up.
That's the joke.
Yeah, straight up.
That's the joke.
But if you guys really want to see more of this, please leave awesome comments. Follow us on our Twitters, which are up top.
Yep.
Go to our Facebook page. In the description below, there'll be links to all of our social media, everything. Go to our website, sign up on the forums, and share the shit. Go on Hearthstone Reddit. Let them know that there's a couple of idiots that cast StarCraft
That have no idea what they're doing.
That have absolutely no idea what they're doing or talking about. That are going to try and make this game fun. We're going to talk stupid shit. Hopefully say some smart things once in a while, and maybe get some awesome gameplay from you guys.
Yeah, that's what we're really hoping
Maybe
for.
we'll see some tournaments down the road, you know?
Who knows? It's LAGTV.
For show, for show. But anyway, guys, I'm MaximusBlack.
And I am Novawar.
This has been Hearthstone. Peace out.